Hello! We
Hi.
hear doggies in the background. And we have a sleeping boy right now. And we are sort of sleepy ourselves. So, we need you, chat, to liven things up. You 0 people who are here right now. You people who got the email that the stream started. You gotta show up and show out and live, laugh, love, and something. But this should be the end of our little cool promotional ship thing. Yeah, that's right. 3 lines in a round. Good evening, people. First. But unfortunately, Gus beat you to be the first person to comment on the stream. Yay, Lego Swappers is here. Sensimus Prime, hello. Robobird, yarg! Welcome, welcome stream crew. We're happy to have you. We're at the end of our cool build here. As you can see, the ship is coming along. We fixed things up from last night. It was an awkward ending, but
It was late.
it was getting pretty late. And it's honestly getting sort of late now, so hopefully this will be shorter. I will spoil that I have another set that I got. This one was given for free as a promotional thing. This one I got a discount on and got for $30. And I think it'll be even more fun to build because it's a cool mecha robot and it's got a dragon made of CCBS parts. So that's gonna be fun. Check this bad boy out. Camera. Wow. I don't know.
Well, they'll have the window in the corner blocking part of it. So
Yeah, whatever.
Show it to the.
Whatever. It'll be fine.
The final
They'll
of this
see.
trilogy. Listening to this while working on my resume. Ooh,
Yay.
you hitting the Craigslist?
Oh yeah, look at that. It's mostly covered. Whoopsie. Wait, I gotta hold it to this side. There we go. Boom. Now you'll be able to see it, sort of. How is Kellen compared to the Boat, based if you get the reference? The Torin Kellen. Is Boat, is that like a SpongeBob joke? I don't know. Boat. Because it is a boat. I think we put the Kellen figure back in the Bionicle room. So, yeah. We'll make that comparison later because I don't feel like getting up right now. Yes, ooh, robot. It's gonna be sick to build this eventually. I gotta cut open the stinking sticker thing.
Do you get scissors?
No, I'll use my psychokinetic energy to do it. I think I have a knife rather.
What do you have? A knife? No! Phineas and Ferb, Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Oh my.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess Doofenshmirtz used that terminology.
I don't know the deep Ferb lore. I like calling it Ferb lore. It's 104 days of summer vacation. School comes along just to end it. So the animal problem of our generation is having some pets who can span me around like a record, baby. Oh my gosh, we dropped to 2 viewers. Oh no. But anyway, sorry, let me actually get to the chat. I missed the last live. Sorry, Brayden. Look cool. Looks like a Digimon. Yeah, it does kind of look like Binklinkle. Yeah. Hello, Oso, and hello, Robobird. Callan, what is your opinion on Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door? I have not played it, Stick Shady, so maybe one day I will, and I will return to your question then. Lauren asks, have you seen The Cool Autistic Gamer? I have seen The Cool Autistic Gamer. He makes really good cartoon clips. I'm very pleased with them. Synthbus Prime said, so Flopper's had a bunch of question marks. Then Synthbus Prime said,
a tank engine. Thomas, the tank engine.
yeah, clearly. I think that's exactly how he said it. Wow, you don't know the Ferb lore? Crazy. It's true, Lego Swappers. I don't know nothing. Alright, let's do it. Let's start a poll. This will be a really exciting poll to to get our stream audience going. Alright guys, answer the bloody question. Also, Warner asks, oh no, it's mostly no's. Oh wait, no, now it switched to yeses. Have you seen Peter Yiffin? No, I have not. Kill, what is your no, Elizabeth, what are your thoughts on the Lego Transformers stuff? Do you like them?
Sure. I've never seen Transformers or know any of the lore from it, but I'm sure the Lego stuff is cool.
You've never seen a Lego Transformer?
Nope.
Babe,
have I?
you literally bought one for me.
Oh. Oh, that's what they are.
How embarrassing.
I'm a girl. What am I supposed to do?
We built it together.
I know.
You silly. They made a new Bumblebee, and it looks way worse than the Optimus. It's kind of crap. Stick Shady said, "Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down, Lana? We're all autistic gamers with varying degrees of coolness." It's a good point from Stick Shady. Larney says, "Explain BZ power to Lizzie." So basically, do you know how in the old days of the internet, there were just mostly separate forums for fandoms and all sorts of stuff? That was the first Bionicle forum fandom.
Oh, cool.
It's just called BZ Power, and there were lots of like reviews while Bionicle was coming out of the sets, brand new, like really nice looking photos and stuff. Like people, it's a great resource to look at like reviews of the time of what people thought of the sets when they were brand new, which is kind of crazy. Or at least the people who ran BZ Power. Then he said, "Explain Kiwi Farms to Lizzie." Do you know what Kiwi Farms is? It's also essentially a forum website. It's but it's devoted to cataloging embarrassing people on the internet, particularly a lot of lolcow type people.
Okay.
So yes, that's probably the easy. Explain World War II to Lizzie. So Lizzie, do you know
about that? But I'd love to hear your explanation.
Basically, World War I was bad. Germany didn't like it. They came out with the shortest end of the stick from that one. So then a guy named Schmittler comes out, and he starts stirring up Schmidt, and starts a whole darn war. Anywho, that's my recap.
Thank you.
Del Picante. What stick shade are you talking about? Dang, he ignored Greg's list. Well, Elizabeth, what's the tastiest baby food in your opinion that you fed Peter? Something you'd be willing to eat yourself? Oso asks.
A lot of the little purees are just like, they look like fine with the one ingredients, but then there's some that's like banana, oatmeal, and granola. No, banana, cinnamon, and granola, and that one sounds really good to me, but I haven't tried it.
Oh my. I'm gonna go get the counter real quick. I'll be quiet as a mouse.
Okay. He's gonna be quiet as a mouse. Maybe as quiet as a titmouse. Anyway. Explain Star Wars to Lizzie. I've seen that. Oh. You're missing some good stuff.
Oh no.
Robo Bird said, "Explain how to tell the difference between male and female cicadas to Lizzie." Larnu says, explain Family Guy to Lizzie. Serge says, shut up, Larnu. Caleb, mansplain music theory to Elizabeth. That'd be fun.
Oh no,
Get
she knows more.
Point said, dang, Serge.
I don't
Explain
know.
Star Wars to Lizzie.
Why is everyone telling me to explain stuff? I don't want to explain things. That's not my forte. The first couple were cute. Now it's ridiculous. I don't want to explain any of those things. Explain Slicer to Lizzie. Okay, I will explain that. It's the predecessor to Bionicle, made under the Technic line. It's got some similar elements,
Okay.
but instead of cool masks, everyone has weird, like sticking out robot heads that don't look quite as cool.
Oh.
So it's no surprise that Bionicle took off way more because the masks or gimmick was way cooler than
Yeah.
They had like discs with different prints on them, and Bionicle did some of that too. But having the masks as the main thing was much more exciting. And ultimately, the discs, though they revisited them a couple times, the Bionicle, they were never quite as cool as the masks. Watch the OG 90s Trigun. I'm super picky about anime, but this one is top 5 goated so far. Explain Christianity to Lizzie. Jesus came and died for our sins, so he loves us. That's the short recap. Oh yeah, well, that's funny. They're like, we can't make minifigs. We can't make minifigs. Proceeds to put black minifig head in their thing.
Probably can't print stuff.
Yeah, probably. Explain Lizzie to Lizzie. Lizzie is Lizzie. So, there you go. That's my what have you done, honey?
All I did was lean forward and he fell.
He was holding on so tight. Okay, I'm going to put it in front of the ship.
I'm so sorry, Callan.
And he's
Please
going to wave
forgive
to
me.
the audience. Hello. Now we won't fall over ever again.
Never again.
Caleb, explain Kopaka X Pohatu to Lizzie. It's a ship that it's a ship in the community that people think that Pohatu and Kopaka have like a fun, odd couple relationship, so that makes them gay. Or, people insert their own gay stuff into it.
Explain Hunter's laptop to Lizzie.
Oh my gosh.
Explain meme-based Lizzie. Larnie wants me to know a lot of stuff, but from your point of view.
Maybe I'll tell her, maybe I won't. Okay, I will say, this model does look cool, but it is a little less interesting to me in hindsight now that I'm seeing the blue is not like light Lego blue. It's like kind of a unique shade of blue. So that's slightly unfortunate, but it still looks pretty cool.
Explain Medura to Lizzie.
Medora was a little girlfriend mock that I made it for Callan to be interested in. I originally designed her as a Toa girl that Callan would theoretically actually date, but oh wait, what the? Oh, there's a cape thing. Funky. Whoa, guys, look! I just opened it. There's a cape. There's a cape. Should I give this cape to Callan? I guess I did see it. I should have thought about the fact that there was going to be a cape, but now I can see cape. You're getting scared by emails?
I'm very on edge right now. Had a rough night.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Elizabeth's about to cry.
No.
Yep. She's in tears. I wonder if I can build the robot first. This booklet is so different than that one. It's much bigger. Looks like it does have you build the base and then then you start on the dragon. So maybe I'll start on the dragon tonight for funsies. Which bag is this? Oh, it
Whichever
doesn't
you
even
want it to be.
doesn't really say bags on this one. Seems like they were a little more organized on that one. Explain cape shit to Lizzie. They make superhero movies, Lizzie. I'm sorry, Elizabeth, don't lose your edging streak, Oso says. I just got a notification for one of Callan's shorts just now. Uh-oh. Well, you can watch it later. His staying engaged in the chat is cool, too. Explain Barry Manilow to Lizzie. He's a gay singer. Explain Oso to Lizzie. He's a gay biotuber. Is Lizzie mock canon to Callan and Davix? Yes.
I am now.
She is canon now.
I'm a cannon on this boat. Actually.
Yep. I like that Callan's head was covered this whole time. Explain Barry Allen to Lizzie. Barry Allen is the first Flash in DC comic book history. And then following him is Wally West. I think there's a couple other names that have been used briefly, but it's pretty much mostly Barry Allen, who's the Flash. Lizzie, what LEGO theme would you want to see made? Also, Count, have you heard of Dino Attack? Oh yeah, Dino Attack was awesome. That was a great classic theme. Gonna knock Count over again. Cool. Thank you for doing that. I only just set him up too. Clearly you're good at this.
Anyway, the theme I would like to see is like
no ideas. Is this supposed to go straight?
I don't know. Oh no, maybe it's supposed to be hanging.
Where does it attach?
Right there. Right
Oh.
where I put it.
Yeah. It broke off.
Maybe like Doctor Who, but not like current Doctor Who. Anyway.
Apparently people are now starting to complain that the new season is like a retread of season 1 of the basically of 9.
Yeah, explain overdone jokes to this.
Oh, Elizabeth, his hand broke off. Why can't you catch these details? At least they still have numbers on the bags. They even look just like Lego numbers. Pretty interesting. This is true canon lore. Ab also being a gay biotuber. Whoa! Also, I'm going to end this poll. I haven't ended it in like 20 minutes. But we gave you guys a ton of time to vote, and we know from 18 votes, only 44% of our audience know Furblore. So thank you for all weighing in, guys. Explain leprosy to Lizzie. Explain Jacob to Lizzie. Jacob. I don't know what Jacob is. Mi'kmaq to Lizzie. Mi'kmaq is an annoying, wonderful guy. And leprosy is a disease that is shown in the original Ben-Hur film. So that's pretty epic.
Does anybody recognize my shirt?
Yeah, guys, comment on the Lizzie shirt.
Larnie says, "Get me on the stream. I'm gonna get political."
Unfortunately, I'd have to set up like audio stuff so that you sound right. And I guess if you want to phone in on my phone for a minute, you can have like bad quality, but no, frankly, I don't want to get political. I don't want, because chances are more than political, you're just gonna get game ranting. You're gonna start talking about game mechanics and all of the physics and all the ways you need to design a video game, and we'll all just be sitting waiting, thinking this is the coolest rant I've ever heard. Jakob is the creator of every race except the black race, which is the first race of humanity. Whoa. Thank you for the lore breakdown, Stick Shady. Minwalk said, "Now let me sleep. I mean, it don't make me have to clip the stream. There ain't even Peter." Yeah, he's sleeping. Caleb, read poetry to Liz. You guys send me some good poetry. I'll read it in the chat. Send me a cool little poem, line by line in the chat.
I've written him poems.
Yeah. Great. Oh boy. What do you want, you crazy coot?
Alright, I'm on. I'm live.
Yeah, you sound like a phone, but...
Okay. Well, I got my headset mic on, so I'm not using my Apple earbuds, so we don't have two levels of decrepitness. But yeah, keep me held up, and I'll give you a break from talking, so I can just say something. On here. Yeah.
Epic.
So I slightly vented this a bit about in chat, but man, okay, so unfortunately, because I've been trying to make sure that QPunks has more consistent activity, the past couple days I've actually started paying attention to Twitter again. And I'm trying to just curate that stuff to just like only just like, you know, stuff I'm interested in and just trying to not worry about it. But I'm going to go on a slight tangent here, just talking about the number one thing with social media. So, you know, while it's rich coming of, you know, I know kind of a lot of audience is going to snicker and make some jokes about, you know, Contra when I'm about to say this, but like, dude, Twitter is really not the place. Like, if you have an art account, you really need to have a side account just for politics and shit. Like, one of the worst things in the world is like, you know, following somebody just because you want to see them make, you know, cool drawings, and then, you know, just like consistently your feed is just filled with like, you know, culture war BS stuff, and you're just like, listen, I like you just drew Goku cool one time. Like, I just want to see a cool Goku. I don't want to see like literally anything else here. And you know, I'm not going to say exact names because I'm not going to put exact individuals on blast. But there was a guy who you know, actually had, you know, good Bionicle illustrations as well as Sonic illustrations within you know, the community. And I used to follow his Instagram, and then I started following his Twitter because it's like, okay, yeah, this, you know, this guy's stuff, you know, looks pretty good. You know, might as well follow the account. I recognize him. Huge mistake. Huge mistake. And because like the guy just like, you know, all I'm gonna say is this is like like the big thing that just stood out as particularly funny to me was this. Okay, yeah, you listening, Kilt?
I'm listening.
Okay, so
short recap. Larney was on Twitter and he found someone annoying that he shouldn't have followed. Yeah,
so
Why?
This guy, like, yeah, he does illustrations, and, you know, this guy does, you know, like, you know, like, has some illustrations out there that, you know, are, you know, maybe, like, a little bit, you know, like, you know, I'm trying to think of how to word it. It's like, you know, he has an artist, basically, you know, like, draws a variety of stuff and has a variety of opinion of, like, what he wants to, that, you know, like, he thinks is good and not in artwork. And, well, the guy has also been, you know, vehemently just, you know, publicly just, you know, saying, you know, that, you know, it's like a bunch of, like, you know, using the term degenerate to describe LGBT-related stuff. But I'm like, dude, don't be tossing around the term degenerate. Like, that could be applied to, like, a lot of your artwork here. like, all it was like, you know, like like one of his recent posts he did, I was like, okay, it's very well drawn, but, you know, you kind of double cheeked up one of the characters here, but, you know, I was like, whatever, it's fine. And then the guy's saying all this stuff, I'm like, well, why is the guy being homophobic with the double cheeked up, you know, Sonic OC on his timeline?
Because Sonic is love. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It's not gay if you like Sonic. Man, I'm not gay. I have a relationship with women and sex with Sonic. I got news for you. That means you're gay.
You nasty.
Yeah. Anyway, that's like the best I could, you know, possibly go on the tangent without actively, you know, putting names on blast, because I just wanted to use it as, you know, just a funny, just like weird, like, number one, just being like, again, keep separate worlds with that stuff. And number two is also just I felt like the antidote of just seeing a guy broach your feed with calling, you know, something degenerate when they could, you know, it's like, I'm just like, dude, it's just like, just takes one argument of somebody just pulling up that one thing and basically just being all like, you're fucking furry, you're a degenerate.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. But
yeah.
He's probably a nice guy, dude.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, like, as nice as you can get while being homophobic. So, I mean, depends on your prerogative on that one. I don't know. I mean, there's been the thing is, it's like I've had courteous interactions with people who then say something that makes you go like, ugh. So it gets you put in a situation where it's on one hand, it's like, yeah, clear. It's like the homophobia, not too nice, but at the same time, they I went here for a service and I got good service. So I don't know. The real question is, poll for chat: can homophobes be nice?
Yeah, all right, let's do it.
Yeah, actually do it. I want to see your responses. It's anon, so we just know more about the Calendar Live audience, if anything.
Yeah.
Do it.
Can homophobes be nice?
Yeah.
Let's run this poll. We only got 10 viewers. I think like the 12 to 14 we had before got tired of your political drivel, Lorna.
It wasn't even that bad this time.
It wasn't even that. Yeah, this time.
Okay.
No, I'm just messing with you.
I'll play the card of like, please, woe is me. I'm a man who still is recovering from his hand injury. So it's like if you discriminate against me, I'm disabled right now. So you're being able.
Yikes, guys!
Yeah.
Don't watch yourselves around Mario.
Yeah. Better watch yourself. Yeah.
Watch your jet, if you will.
Yeah.
Watch your jet.
Yeah. I will say though, periodically, sometimes just Twitter barraging you with stuff you don't want to see. So periodically, you do get hit with something where it's like, I don't care about the discourse around it, but like the actual thing that they're arguing about is kind of interesting. Like, there was like a stupid argument around like a video that was going viral, but the actual viral video was like a guy was getting into an argument with like a bunch of other dudes at the pool at a pool. It was like five or seven white guys and like one black guy. And it's kind of a cool video because it's like this one black guy goes full John Wick on these five guys.
I saw it today. Yeah. He does like start throwing them all over the place, essentially.
Yeah, it's impressive because it's like there's not much of like a size or build difference between these guys. Yet the black guy just completely demolishes the white guys. And like the funniest part about the video is like there's this like one guy in blue swim trunks. That's like the first guy to get hit in the face, and he like walks up and tries to go again, but then he gets like knocked out and he like falls on the floor like full cartoon falls on the floor after getting hit one time in the face. Happens like 3 times in the entire fight. And one of his like friends drags him away from the fight when like things are being broken up, and he's probably telling that guy, dude, you have enough brain damage, don't go in again.
I saw that. I don't think he got like knocked. Well, by the end of it, he just kind of stood up and was just standing around.
Yeah. Well, no. It's like, wait, was it him or was it another guy that was getting pulled away from like one of the other guys? I don't know. There was somebody who was pulling one of the guys away that was seen exiting, and it was a blue swim trunks guy, but I'm not sure if it was the blue swim trunks guy.
Well.
Stream highlights blue swim trunks guy.
Epic. Wait, whoa, we got like a ton of spam in the chat right now. The ground was cleft and Mad Aurora's rolled in. What? These are poems. Down on the quaking citadels of man, then crushing what he chanced in mold to play. The idiot chaos blew Earth's dust away. Oh, hey, Sensimus. That was my favorite part of the poem. If Callan put the poll up, I did. Currently, 56% of the audience thinks that yes, homophobes can be nice.
Oh no.
Why? Oh no, because it's like an even split.
Oso said that they can be nice. Callan's pretty nice off camera.
Aw, thank you.
Oh no. I start sweating because like I posed a messed up question. I was like, oh no, is this a thing? And then that being proven that unfortunately it's right. I'm looking. The face I'm making right now is like when Tim found out the Earth was flat. Like that's me.
But it's flat, Charlie. I know.
Yeah. Have you seen the Spanish episode?
I did. We just watched it tonight, which was fun. We
Yep.
won't spoil it for the audiences.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yep.
I enjoyed it overall. It's
Yep.
been an interesting season. I this one felt like the most just trippy. But I liked it.
Yeah. You know, apparently the episode director actually was like one of the episode directors in Steven Universe. Like, apparently they directed the Stronger Than You episode.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So
So,
glad Steven Universe love continues on.
yeah. It's like, imagine that, like, you know, when it comes to, like, all the people who, like, worked on, like, Adventure Time and Steven Universe, like, you know, Cartoon Network, Hanna-Barbera, that era, which is basically the final era because, you know, Cartoon Network Studios is shut down now, which is weird. But the one thing is, it's like, since they have the James Baxter contact and they periodically get James Baxter in, which if you're not familiar with James Baxter, you know, like, really good, like, you know, character animator, did stuff for Disney, animated Moses and Prince of Egypt, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, James Baxter needs to come in and just do some beautiful animation Smiling Friends. I want a Mr. Boss cut from James Baxter.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah. I want James. I want a scene, like a beautiful, like, yeah, beautiful character animation, all visual storytelling, no dialogue sequence, like when Moses comes down from the burning bush in Prince of Egypt, but with Mr. Boss running back to the Smiling Friends office after an epiphany.
There you
Like,
go.
just that exact shot as Mr. Boss running.
That sounds like a brilliant idea.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like Adult Swim actually, like, luckily they've, like, with public announcements and all that stuff, they're not being stupid and they actually are realizing how super successful season 2 is. And, you know, I think Smiling Friends is safely on track to being the next Rick and Morty.
It's got a good start. We'll see. Who knows?
Yeah.
Well, we can only hope that regardless of whether it's through Smiling Friends or future things, Zach and Michael continue to get successful projects and recognize these big heads and never appear on Oni Place anymore. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Oh, Elizabeth ruined her whole like setup thing.
It's falling over.
It keeps falling over.
Alright, we got enough chat, enough of a break of asking you to explain things, so...
Good. Callan, can I be a mod instead of Nick Mock, Surge Gaming says? That's a good question. You know what? We should mix it up. Oh, yeah, I gotta finish this poll.
Wait, who asked that?
That was Surge
Or
Gaming.
Surge.
It was Surge Gaming. And that's... Honestly, I think this will be an interesting question. We're ending this poll at 60% from 10 votes. Like so 6 people clearly said yes and 4 said no.
Alright, so this was the population vote. What's about the... can we get the Electoral College in on this one?
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll get acknowledged. Alright, I got a great idea for the next poll.
Yeah, Lego Sweepers wants you to look at a big thing, but I don't know what the big thing is. I am.
Alright. Here's the next poll. Vote.
Mod status.
uh,
I know which one I'm voting.
oh my.
Guys, I better only see one vote for one option, and all the votes better be unanimous for the other one. That's all I'm saying.
Beautiful.
Yeah. But yeah, Lego Sweepers,
Sweepers?
he basically had some thoughts on the poll that we just had about the homophobia one, which maybe it's better if you read it so my phone mic isn't what's being the James Earl Jones narration here.
What did he say? I try to treat anyone I meet with kindness. Also, I have no hate for gay people.
I think it's a bit above that. It's like
Oh yeah. It depends on what people call homophobia. Not agreeing with LGBT stuff. I've been transphobic for that, but I was. Yeah, no, you can get into all the politics of that. I was just doing a silly meme thing.
Yeah.
They say half of my poem They saw half of my poem transcription. We did. Oh my gosh! Why did you bite my? Oh, Elizabeth, soft by Caleb. Give him your sickness and health. Oh, cool. Thomas Murphy in the chat. Yo. Let's go.
Yeah.
Surge for mod.
Can we get Thomas Murphy as mod instead?
I'm here.
That'll be next.
After the mod goes through a second round of mod voting and basically pin Thomas Murphy up on the left block.
Then I'm gonna have to keep switching it from person to person.
No, you just do you just do all the voting and then the end result, you just do it one time.
Yeah, I guess so.
Think about it, twink about it, think about it.
No. Well, but I'm lazy. I don't want to do like 400 voting rounds.
Yeah. Jay-Z compared to me is lazy. Is that what Fire Fresh said?
Yeah, compared to me, Jay-Z is lazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is correct. Well done.
Compared to me, Jay-Z is Kevin Spacey.
What are your thoughts? Are you happy about Kevin Spacey's return to the public discourse?
Nah, I think Spacey should have stayed gone, personally.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Have you
what?
Have you guys seen Punch Forever from Speedaroo, previously known as Speedo Sausage?
Speedaroo, please? No, we've not seen that.
Okay, it's an independent, independent animation thing. It's pushed out by classic Newgrounds animator. I don't know, worth watching. It's out of all the independent cartoons that are start to pop out from the Newgrounds circles that are TV episodes, quality and length being produced one time a year. The people who are doing that sort of stuff. I say Spooky Month and Punch Forever are the two ones that are worth watching. Actually, that being said, I think Spooky Month might be more you and Lizzie's speed though.
I see.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, do you want to watch a Spooky Month?
I was born in Spooky Month.
That's right, she was.
Yeah.
But I think in the lore of Spooky Month, every month is Spooky Month.
Do you want me to explain or no?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Basically, Spooky Month is explicitly only October, but though periodically, the main characters decide that Spooky Month is not. Basically, they have it in their heads that it is October when it's really not. So everybody around them is like, "What the hell are you talking about? It's November. It's July." So
we're almost on Spooky Month again. Yay!
Well, I think the main joke of it kind of came out because of the fact that as the series went on, the episodes weren't released on time.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Callan Spooky Month. Yeah, honestly, June is our Spooky Month. Thank you for finding Caleb, Elizabeth. Caleb is the second known case of itis.
I think you meant to say Lizzyitis.
Itis.
Remember
I'm shocked at how close all these elections tend to be. Yeah, it's very, very tight. But so far, Surge Gaming may just take Mickmock's mod status. What's going to happen? Caleb, you should make an animation where Callan gets AIDS and everyone thinks he's sick, but instead it's revealed he hired a young secretary, Elizabeth. And that's her entrance into Callan and tapings. What the heck is wrong with you? I could have been born in Spooky Month if Mom didn't have a Halloween party to go to.
Yeah.
Dang. That's awkward.
Awkward total?
Yeah. You should shame your mom forever, for all time. Oh. Did you watch? What's the last thing RVB you've actually sat and watched, Larnu?
Oh crap! Let me think about that.
now that the show is like officially over forever and ever.
Dude, I legitimately think that the last thing I watched was like either the Mega Bloks episode or the Funhouse episode when that was like relatively recent. Like that season. That's how long ago. And prior to it, like I skipped out on like 2 seasons before even watching those 2 episodes.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I just I tapped out. I forget to say how far into like the post like recollection freelancers story arc wrapping up. I tapped out it, but like I think it was like. So they had like the whole Civil War on that Earth planet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like I was trying to get to the season follow up after that one, but I could only get like halfway through it, and then said our VB wasn't good anymore.
Yep. Well, I think I mentioned that like the new final season basically decided that arc was the last canon event.
So basically, it's perfect for me too.
Basically. Yeah, if you wanted to watch it, it's a very kind of rushed movie. I guess you could call it the final season, because it's pretty short, all things considered, and it's it's overall okay. I enjoyed it okay, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff that feels kind of sped through, underdeveloped. The fact that Tucker is barely in it is lame, and Wash has an arc that's kind of neat, but it's so underdone that it feels like kind of a waste of him. I like the concept of it, but the execution's pretty poor, all things considered.
Yeah. Have you seen Essinger? Like, it's just been like I haven't done enough looking into it to see if he's like one of those guys that has like a garage where he makes a bunch of stuff. I want to say that's what's going on. Or if he's just paying a bunch of people to... Nah, he's gonna have to have a garage for having all this shit. But he's been making like a bunch of like life-size like Bionicle stuff. Like he has like a life-size like Traga and Newa hammer staff.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, he just did like a proper glow-in-the-dark life-size Kometru Kanoka. I should toss that up. It's cool.
It sounds cool.
Yeah. Also been doing some squishy big Crota. But
Squishy big Crota.
yeah, I'll link that over too.
Okay, tree speak, brother.
No, I mean like as in like it's a big Crota and it's actually squishy.
I know, but you said it like shoot speak. So. The squishy big Crota.
Yeah, squishy big Crota. Perfect flashlight.
Perfect for Greta Thunberg.
No.
Dear Greg Farsty, when will Greta Thunberg return to the Bionicle?
Can everybody message Greg Farsty on LinkedIn and ask him when Greta Thunberg is going to be canonized?
Yeah. He's working... Well, that'll be a good way to test how much he interacts with Saber.
Yeah.
Because if he does still interact with him a bit, he'll know. But if he doesn't, then unfortunately, the glory days are well and gone. They've gone away from us. Alright guys, I don't know. It's looking pretty set that Surge Gaming is taking over mod status. Friggin' Migmonk's gonna be so mad next time he shows up.
Yeah. This is what we call in the industry a time to cope and seethe.
Yep. Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. Now I gotta go back to the chat, especially since Micmac was here earlier too. He shouldn't have left. He should have rallied his troops.
Yeah, maybe he could have fought back.
Yep. Oh wait. Oh no. Uh-oh. I undid something.
Yeah, undid the stream.
No, not the stream. We're all right. What's going on? Yes, I love democracy. I'm stuck on the super chat menu. I don't want to donate money to Caleb. I repeat, I don't want to donate money to Caleb. Hell,
You know what you should do? Go to the Q-Punk's Ko-Fi and donate money to me.
Yeah.
About it.
Yeah, just give Cage money instead of me. That I like that.
What will Caleb use it for? What
Uh,
will I use it for? Think about it.
You probably use it for like food, all the restaurants you go to just sit around and eat and talk with weird fat mamas or something.
No, I don't talk with the hog mamas. Do I look like a man that converses with the hog mama?
I don't know. You look like a guy that gossips about hog mamas.
I will talk about the hog mama and been disgusted with the hog mama. Actually, I haven't been able to go anywhere because of my hands, like driving, completely wrecks my hands right now.
I'm sorry, man. That sucks.
Yeah.
You know why your hands are so numb?
Well, Joel, I'm trying to.
Joel, tried to what?
I was going for the full joke, but you have an audience full of toddlers.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea, I guess.
Your entire streaming, have you ever thought about how your entire viewing audience has complete overlap? Like everybody who watches the Calvin on the left stream also watches the Kai's Matt stream.
Everyone?
Yep, every single one of them. They're exactly like Heinz and that age demographic and viewing audience.
Dang.
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Cage coming in with the facts and logic. I actually want to make a video about it. Oso said about what?
Kai's and that. That's what Oso wants to make a video on.
The mod is dead. Long live the chat. That's what he said earlier.
Surge W, like Oso said.
Yeah.
So what do mods do? Essentially, they can delete people's comments. I probably shouldn't be telling this since most of my mods have no idea what they're capable of.
Mostly taking bribes and general corruption. Mike
Surge
said.
came in a second,
Yep.
Big Mod comes back in and he's like, wait, where's my mod status? Just delete his comment.
Yep. That's what you have to do. That's your one duty as a mod. Just anything that Mi'kmaq says that pertains to his loss of power must just be removed.
And whenever whenever Surge loses his power, that next mod has to be dedicated to silencing him.
Yeah, it's just gonna be an endless cycle.
Yeah, it's a cycle of turns of blood.
The cycle of turnabout is fair play. Turnabout to some fair gays. Ugh, why is I'm having to pull out a piece and it's not easy. Ugh. But gosh, this weird mecha dragon thing, it's got like tons of it feels so un-Lego-y in that, like, you know how if a Lego set comes with like a type of Technic piece, like an axle or something, almost every single, like, let's say if there's there's 3-length axles in a Bionicle set, right? You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Bellini? Do you understand what I'm saying to you right now?
Sorry, I was distracted. What?
What? I said that, the thing that's trippy about this set is, you know how like a Lego set will have, like, let's say if it's got a bunch of Technic pieces in it, it'll have an axle, like let's say it has a 3-length axle, right?
Yeah.
Every single 3-length axle in that set will be the same color. It'll be like presumably gray or yellow.
Yeah, but I'm assuming that's not the case because, mockers are going to be complaining or Lego fans in general will be like, oh, the blue pins are disgusting.
Right. Well, most Lego sets still are generally like that, but this knockoff set, it's got dark blue 3-length axles, white 3-length axles, light gray 3-length axles, light blue 3-length axles.
Yeah.
It's trippy. And even red 3-length axles in here too.
Yeah. I think that switching black axles to red axles was a fundamental mistake on Lego's part. But
Yeah.
the whole entire idea of having blue pins be the way they are, I think people over complain about that sort of stuff. Also, don't really get the gray pen thing either. I get that maybe that the gray pens actually they might get a little bit in the past, because the A4 pennant. I mean, a gray axle. I mean, because the 4-axle and a 5-axle kind of look the same. From a distance. I get them mixed up all the time. So if you actually, so making that gray isn't the worst thing in the world. But like a 2-pin, the smallest one out there, has a unique texture. It doesn't need to be red. But pens though, I'm a complete pin coloring apologist. I like the idea that each pin coordinates with different friction levels, and I think it's cool. And I don't think it makes the set look ugly enough for it to be a real complaint.
You heard it here first. You heard it here, folks. Oh gosh, you heard it here first, folks. Cage is a apologist.
Yeah, I heard back in the day, some people would complain about like IDS's Jevic character having the blue pins and like the red pins on them. I think that's just stupid. Like I don't get why people.
What can you do at the end of the day?
Yeah.
What can you do when you fake the game?
I really don't think it's like it depends for like I don't know, like any other color. I don't know. I just don't think it makes a big enough difference. Actually, doesn't Jevic actually use? No, actually, Jevic doesn't have blue pins on him.
No, I don't think so.
No.
He might have been. Yeah. I think he might have a couple of them that stick out in the back, but you can barely see them in the front. So, anywho, all kids are needies these days. Elizabeth Christopher Yaginzinski says. I cut 3-length axles with stops to make them 2L arcane. Interesting. You should yeeter the Peter. I did it for the rhyme. Don't actually.
Yeah.
I throw my son up in the air all the time. It's great.
He does. It's like he does toss Peter maybe a little bit too high for comfort for the bystanders.
The bystanders? Do you have standards for bisexual people or something?
No, I mean people who stand by.
Bystanders.
No, it's like it's like, what do you mean? Like you thought I was talking about bisexuals? Man, you're weird. I'm gonna use a modern phrase. I'm gonna say the phrase their business. This guy's weird. You're weird. That's weird.
No.
Bro, you're weird.
No,
That's
stop
weird.
it. Stop
But
it.
dude, why are you so weird? That's so weird. Weird is only the description people can go to nowadays when they find something that's slightly perturbing. There you go. That's a new word for you. Perturbing. Have you ever heard that one? No, you haven't because you haven't read a fucking book.
What the frick?
I really don't like the people saying, "You weird." Like the weird thing is just like a boring response that I hear way too much nowadays.
You weird.
Bro, it's so weird. It's so weird. Like, guys, isn't it just so fucking weird that this guy's like, I don't know, man, this guy's being weird. Bro, you're so weird. It's like, it's just.
Dang, he's a cold ass honky.
It's like, if I had to grip something, I strangle somebody.
Oh my gosh.
Like, go that direction.
You heard it here first, folks. Cade's gonna strangle someone.
Yeah.
Larnu, if Caleb confessed he murdered someone on the way to visit you and left the scene of the crime, and they were looking for him, how would you help him? Oso asks. I think he'd probably turn me in, freaking turncoat. Yeah.
Honestly, I'll do you a solid. I won't call you in, but I won't be like inactive. I'll just be all like, well, hey, you didn't tell me that. I didn't hear you. I just be all like, what did you say? No, I just feel like if the police interrogated me, I'm like, oh, I didn't hear that. I didn't know you did that. I just say that. I didn't hear him say that. I don't have a great hearing. I wouldn't snitch on you, but
I didn't hear
about
it.
I didn't know about it.
Do you think that would stand up in court, though? Do you think you could still be, like, charged as an accomplice?
Well, I'm not going to be charged as an accomplice or hard-reaching a fugitive because, like, I didn't know you did that.
What if you were charged as a witness that, was not an unwilling...
A witness? Dude, that happened in a couple states. That happened in Georgia. I have an alibi. I was in Alabama.
Yeah.
It's just like...
you were in Alabama singing songs with Johnny Rebel. You didn't know no better.
Yeah, exactly. That's my alibi, I might not have great singing and band partners. Might have bad taste on that front. But as far as manslaughter charges or harboring a fugitive, nah, I didn't do any of that.
Friggin' innocent. I get it.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I wouldn't start trying to get out if you killed somebody.
Aw.
But I also don't know if you killed anybody.
Well, I'll
I'm
wish.
just not gonna get involved. Just don't involve me. Actually, if anything, I just get like probably more realistically just say, don't fucking don't fucking tell me that I'm not involved. You never told me that.
You didn't tell me. You're just gonna say, no, I'm not listening.
Then I feel like now I have to get involved. So the more you talk, the more I have to get involved. But if you just said it once, I'm like, I didn't hear it.
You're just gonna go, no, not listening, no.
No, I'll just tell you I didn't hear you, and then you just drop it.
But I won't drop it. I'll just continue to talk and say.
I'll be like, I just die and say I gave you an out.
And then I say, well, I don't want the out. I want your help. Help me, friend.
I'm like, no. The Christian thing is to admit to your wrongdoings that you killed a child in Grant Morrison, Alabama.
Then I'll call the police and say, police, I should be arrested, but this guy should also be arrested for being a fake friend.
I called the police and I just do the full Freddy got fingered freak out scene. You know the one. When Tom Green is jumping out of the window.
I think.
It's during the family therapy.
We haven't seen the movie, actually. I don't know why. I don't know the scene.
Okay, well, it's the one clip everybody shares from the movie.
Right. Either way, it's been a while since I've seen any kind of talk of the movie. I've been saving myself for.
Fucking hell, we forgot to watch it during your bachelor party. We
didn't entirely forget. In part, it was just too busy. Like I was thinking of it, but we just really had little time.
Next time Ideas gets into States, we need to watch Freddy Got Fingered while we're all in Speedos.
Yeah.
You gotta be in Speedos and like the dips they give you at lobster or crab restaurants.
Exactly. I agree.
Yeah. And Oso needs to be there too.
Why not?
And Oso has to be in the bib.
Oso, don't forget your bib.
Yeah. He doesn't have to wear the Speedo because I get it for religious reasons and all that.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
I think you should have to wear it though, just saying, you know.
But I don't, and I have more power than Caleb.
Since when? Your friggin' hand's broken. I can, like, disarm you now.
Fuck, you're right.
Don't worry.
What?
You could still outcode me, even with one hand.
Why don't you freaking I need to get one of the Dragon Ball Sensu beams.
Also, Taekwondo Mike said, I would say I couldn't have helped him commit that crime. I was to do an entirely unrelated crime at that time instead.
Yeah.
There you go.
The
perfect alibi.
It's like, sorry, officer, I was busy committing another crime. What crime was that? That crime was doing your mom, doing your mom.
Then you get arrested for completely different charges, but probably.
I just quote William Johnson, sir.
I think that's charge enough itself. You get charged for quoting Ray William Johnson.
Yeah, you're right. You know, it's like, I think Alabama has it in its literal state law that you can't walk with an ice cream cone in your back pocket on a Sunday. Like, that's actually a real law.
Cool.
That's written. Yeah.
That's fair.
So, like, quoting Brick Millie Johnson on a Tuesday probably is outlawed here.
Probably. Wait a second, though. What was the specific application that caused that to become a law, I wonder?
It was probably somebody went to Stirk with a sticky bum.
Went to Stirk with a sticky bum? What are you talking about?
Went to church with a sticky bum.
Church. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I could see that.
Yeah.
That's a...
that take me to the church song playing while somebody's going in with ice cream.
Thanks, Larnu, for being so accommodating, Oso said.
Yep.
Also, points at Larnu, say, hello, like the FNAF phone guy.
The hello.
There
like
you go.
Somebody. There you go, got a little pranks in there.
Yay. We like Onage pranks a lot.
Yeah, you know, the Peter gets a little quirky at night, so you have to watch out.
This base is so funky. I'm essentially building a big glorified base that this robot stands on. So half the pieces are like a kind of metallic silver, which come in a bunch of pieces that Lego would never produce in kind of a metallic silver color. And then others, a bunch of them are in a transparent clear kind of the Lego color that Lego probably wouldn't produce all of these pieces in either. They've definitely produced some Technic pieces in the clear, but I don't think every one of these. It's funky.
Okay. Elizabeth hasn't talked in the past bit. Elizabeth needs to get on the conversation.
Yeah, she's a silent girl.
Yeah. Elizabeth.
Yes.
If you had to get Caleb into anime, what's the gateway anime choices?
Gurren Lagann is the only one I've seen, and it's I know it's like on a lot of people's top lists, so I feel like that would be a good way to at least get him interested in that one.
Well, would you put Cowboy Bebop on that list or not?
Sure.
Yeah, I think she's saying that just because you asked.
How many have you seen? Like,
I've only seen Gurren Lagann.
You've only seen Gurren Lagann and like nothing else. Like, I feel like Gurren Lagann is like third anime somebody gets into.
I don't know.
Who showed it to you?
Some kid that I was a friend with back in college, he was like, "You really like this show." And he showed me the first episode, and I was like, "It's not that bad." And so then I just ended up watching the next episode by myself, and I was like, "Okay, I like this." And I just kept going.
Yeah.
It's only 2 seasons long.
Watches like when Caleb watches it, like he's like looking at the Yoko fan service shots and goes, "You liked this?" with like the rock eyebrow raise.
Yoko fan service. What's going on?
Yeah, Yoko. She's a firecracker.
Yep.
She does crack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's like that's plot relevant in season 2. Side spoiler there.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you seen Akira?
Akira.
Shakira.
I have not seen it. Literally, we've each only seen one anime. She's seen Over the Garden Wall.
Okay.
What's that one called?
It's called Gurren Lagann Over the Garden Wall.
What? No. Yeah. But what is that? Is an anime, right? Over
It's
the Garden
not
Wall.
an anime, it's just a cartoon.
It's just a cartoon. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoops.
It's like a Thanksgiving like mini-series cartoon that was done,
cute.
and it's like the entire plot twist of the series is literally, what if we ripped off the Pokemon fan theory that Ash is in a coma?
Oh my gosh.
It's a cute show.
Let's see. Okay, so Elizabeth, did you see Akira, or have you not seen that one?
I've not, no.
But yeah, I think she's only seen that one, and I've only seen Death Note. So
Okay. Would
now
you
you
see
know.
Redline at least, Caleb? So you've seen
That's
that.
a movie.
That still counts, Japanimation.
A movie with booby.
Japanimation.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's the only thing I remember about that movie. No, that's not
You
true.
only remember it because of the one boob shot in the entire thing.
Oh, there were a couple.
Out there on the but,
Oh, my.
but yeah, no, Redline is good, but Akira, like, I don't know, I'd say it's just like, Cowboy Bebop movie is pretty good because it kind of just, it's like a one-off, like, long episode of the Bebop show, but it kind of stills, like, the highlights of what Cowboy Bebop has to offer in a single package. So, it works as, like, a standalone thing. So, Cowboy Bebop movie, Akira, because Akira, like, defined so much science fiction stuff. You should probably watch, like, Spirited Away.
Oh, Studio Ghibli, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like out of the Ghibli stuff, the 3 must-see Ghiblis are Spirited Away,
Ponyo.
Castle Spy, and I would actually say Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, that's a great
Yeah,
one.
yeah, I like Howl. I think Howl. Some people debate with me on like if that's the Ghibli must-see ones.
I think so.
Yeah. Let's see. What are other good ones? Might as well toss the Lupin the Third, film that Miyazaki directed, just for the sake of it, because it was pretty influential on like a lot of American film directors when they were seeing it. Like Steven Spielberg was like a huge fan of it when he saw it before they actually had like a dub or subtitles for it.
Well,
Let's see what else is worth watching on there.
cool story, Steve.
Yeah. Does the chat? What's the chat? Its input on the.
Point said, Surge is mod now? Are you just giving it to anybody now?
No, I'm switching it around. I gave Surge the mod and took it away from Micmoc, so we're gonna do like mix it up. Sometimes we'll have just a new mod, and sometimes an old mod will have to switch their power. The democracy will steal mod power from an old.
Mike said, mod status is given based on completely legitimate and secure elections.
Exactly. I wonder if Taekwondo Mike, your good pal, I wonder if he'll admit this, but I have a good feeling that he and his wife were like jumping between different YouTube accounts to like jump in at the end. I mean, there was a 3 a.m. dump at the end. I think something was amiss there. So if we can get confirmation, that would be really epic. Anyway, what more like friggin' Asian cartoons are you wanting to talk about?
Actually, Elizabeth should see Death Note. Since she hasn't seen it.
Yep, we should watch it at some point together. Though a part of me, having seen the entire thing, wonders if we should sit through all of it again. But it's not it's like 30 something episodes in its entirety, so it's not like it would be amazing. Mike said I plead the fifth. Interesting.
Well, I don't believe that.
Aw, Elizabeth has faith in her friend that he would not.
Get the chat in on this. Weaves in chat. Gateway anime recommendations. Go.
Gateway.
I would. Let's see. I am working through Trigun, and I do like it so far. But I'm on the fence on if it's like, if it's something that I would recommend to somebody who hasn't seen anime before, or has seen, or seen like only a couple into it. Because like I like it a lot because it has like a lot of the parts I do like in anime, and doesn't have that, and it's like basically strips out the stuff that I really don't care for. But there is still like a lot of the inherent goofiness that comes in with like a lot more shonen style series, and because of that, that kind of makes me a little bit apprehensive from it basically being all like. Let's put it this way: my uncle,
your Uncle Steve,
my uncle whose favorite movie is Goodfellas. I'd recommend him Akira, but I wouldn't recommend him Trigun. That's a good way to describe it.
Fascinating.
So my Goodfellas uncle, if using him as a metric, somebody who doesn't watch like any cartoons ever, I would recommend him Akira.
Mike says Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is short and has fantastic world building.
Neat.
Yeah, I hear FMA is good. I actually haven't gone through it, which is heresy to a lot of anime fans. Yeah.
We'll get you, Cage.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest anime head of them all, so I can promise you this: we'll get you. I'll work with my brethren.
What I will say is like I try to find like I'm trying to think of how to put it. I've always been more of a fan of like manga over anime specifically because I always felt like manga pacing is like really tight. Like if I had a better mic, it'd be the whole Chico tight bit right now. But I don't have a good mic, so I'm not sure if it just will sound right or if it just will sound like noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like what I don't like about like a lot of TV as it's gone on and is that pacing is all over the place, and it really depends on like certain decades and certain like mediums and countries get pacing better for television. in different time periods, right? Like, I would say that like TV anime, for example, had like awful pacing. Like like in the 2000s and such, because they were like adapting like used chapters of like a Shonen Jump comic while the comic is being drawn. They're like 3 weeks behind making the animation and getting the episode out, which is insane. But that's like what they did back then with shows like Dragon Ball, which I get is 80s and 90s, all that stuff. But but they were still doing the same thing with like One Piece and stuff. But then, like around like the last decade, that they started actually having seasons wait for a period of time to have longer production cycles, but also like get more like wait for the manga to get further ahead, so then when they did a season of the anime, it had more material to catch up with, and they were able to cover like more chapters within fewer episodes compared to the older way of doing things. So because of that, sometimes like newer TV anime like has better pacing than like older TV anime. But the problem though is that a lot of like the overall style and vibe that you would get from like a lot like the older analog shows has like a unique texture with it, while the newer shows tend to kind of almost have like an interchangeable feeling to them, and it's hard to find something that's like a standout unique property in that space. As far as live action American television goes, the pacing's gotten worse over time. Like I'm not a fan of like the dragged out pacing and like overly serialized storytelling. I like episodic stuff like Columbo.
Columbo.
Electro says Larnu really be yapping.
Listen, these two, they need a they need.
We've been doing a lot of yapping the last couple nights, so. Yeah, we could use a little bit of backup, to be honest.
I'm giving them a break, okay? Like this is me, stepping in, kind of giving a little bit of substitute, breakage here. And besides, I already gave a prompt for the chat to contribute with some things, but it seems like that people aren't really following through. But at least Christopher thinks some of my points are interesting, so I do have that going for me.
Yay.
Yeah, like I hope Smiling Friends, like it sounds stupid, but I really do hope Smiling Friends makes like the general Western viewing audience realize that there's like a lot of value in making an episodic TV show,
Yeah.
Because it's one of the things that like when I was watching Trigun again, it's like this is what old stuff used to do that I miss nowadays, is that it has overarching plots and overarching elements, and it has like characterization where like the more you watch it, the more you better know about the characters, and like certain questions you have about the characters you're following get answered the more you watch the show. But each episode is also kind of like its own like little vignette and its like own like self-contained story that works as it's as like a little short 30-minute thing. And I like that because it's like, even if you're binge watching, even if you watch like 3 episodes in a sitting, it's 3 complete thoughts within a sitting. It's it feels more dense, it feels more conclusive. It doesn't feel like this just bloated thing. It's almost like the difference between like eating something that has like a lot of mass versus eating something that has a lot of flavor.
I see.
Yeah. Like modern television, it's almost like like popcorn, or it's just like it's like it's just like you eat all that stuff. But I don't know. I like stuff that's like a little bit more denser, of like of a chocolate bar over popcorn personally.
Cage, are you freaking dense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dense. They call me so dense. Listen, I'm so dense. They call me condensed milk. You know why they call me condensed milk?
Why do they call you condensed milk?
Dense and white.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that's a little bit of racial humor for you. Sorry, liberal. I know you can't handle dark humor.
Labro! Has anyone ever watched Studio C? Taekwondo Mike asks, specifically the older episodes. Good question.
Let me check Studio C real quick.
Also, Caleb, you said you like Dynotech. What's the difference between Dynotech and Dynotech 2010? Dynotech 2010 was the one I saw So it's got cool, like awesome, like dark reds and dark green colors on all the scary looking dinosaurs. So that's the one that I know. I can't tell you more than that. I'm sorry.
Deformation Productions. Our son's name is Peter.
Yes, the war dump.
Who also wants you to do something.
Yeah.
Why?
Studio C was a clean family oriented sketch comedy group is what I'm getting.
Yeah, basically.
All right, I'm gonna stare at Oso.
Yeah. Have you seen Whitest Kids? You know, like any of their skits, or are you not familiar?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Elizabeth, have you seen any of the Whitest Kids? You know, skits?
I don't think so.
Look, like I'm going to send over one. You don't have to watch it on stream. I'm going to send it to Caleb, and I want you to watch it like after the stream. I think you'll find it funny.
Okay.
Yep.
Also, I like how their acronym is YCUC.
White. Yeah, they have some fun sketches. Unfortunately, the head guy is passed on.
Yeah. No, it does suck because like I think they were in production of actually doing a full film. Like they actually had like a animated movie written out, and it was like voiced, and it was like in the latter stages of production when the guy passed away. So basically, there is a final White Kids thing in production, and it's gonna get made. But it's unfortunate that it happened to them.
Yeah, presumably they're having to recalibrate the whole thing, right?
Well, I mean, I think Trevor Moore already did his contributions to it, so I don't think it's thrown off the production that bad. But it's just unfortunate because it sucks that he passed away. That's all I'm gonna
He
say.
did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just I just don't know how to say it because I don't want to get like overly emotional about it because like I didn't know, I don't know any of these guys and such, but it does disappoint me a bit that that the guy passed away because I thought Trevor Moore in particular was a really funny comedian and
from some of the bits I've seen, he's great.
Like I feel like that I just have this general feeling like he never got to make his best stuff. So I'm hoping that the movie is like satisfies that that lingering feeling at the very least.
At least a little bit, hopefully. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know too much about him, but yeah, he, from all the stuff I saw, he has a very charismatic way of acting and being weird and funny. So
he did a whole entire like country music album. That was like a comedy album, and you should look up the Gays Got Married song.
I've seen that one. That's a funny one.
I think that's funny.
Gays Got Married.
But let's see, what do we got here? My favorite anime is for very British and Boreal story. Okay, that was a question.
Yes.
Think of a funny Minecraft pickup line. Winner gets something cool, a surprise. So everybody here has to think of a cool Minecraft pickup line.
Okay, I'm thinking of a one. Hey baby, want to stop by my block sometime?
Okay, Elizabeth, you go.
Hold on. I need to think of one. Wow, are you the start of Minecraft? Because the first thing I want to do in the morning is get the wood.
That's pretty good.
Elizabeth got the pretty good, and I didn't get anything. What the heck?
This is mine, okay? Claps hands. Sways over. Does the hands rubbing together? Okay. Reverse face is going on. We got the Sin City Ain't a Place for You song playing, okay? does the head turn with a vine boom? Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah, visuals are set, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say, you see these blocks here? They call them bedrock. How about we go to bed and get some cock? There, that's my giggle line.
I thought you were gonna say something like, "Hope you know, in bed I rock."
You see these blocks? They call bedrock. But in bed, I got that cock. Alternatively, if you just say, in bed, I got that dick. It might be funnier because the obvious rhyme is just completely broken.
Yeah, it's subverted expectations. Just like that brilliant man, what's his face? Ryan Johnson. Hey,
Perverted expectations or perverted expectations?
perverted. I don't know. Wait, guys, I was getting called by my mommy, so I want to hang up with Cage and shut him down, and I'll call him back.
Are you gonna mute us?
Yeah, sorry guys, we'll be silent. Babunga, we're back. Hi guys. I called Ghostbusters and they busted the ghost, but what? I don't. but I forgot the money, so they unleashed all the ghosts into my house. Yeah, they do that.
Dude.
They actually do that.
I'm
What's
actually like properly depressed now.
No, why?
I'm looking at the poll results and no one liked my Minecraft pickup line.
No, Elizabeth, why did you have to make a poll?
Because
Depressed.
Oso asked.
Yeah,
Elizabeth is whining. Okay, well at the very least, actually Caleb and I are tied now. I'm less depressed. Okay, as long as I'm not in last place, because like, oh, fuck, I mean like, come on, Bedrock Bedcock, come on, that's pretty good.
No, but I think that you're too strong on the cock part. You should just lean into the fact that it's rock. Like
Were we trying to go for like real pickup lines here, or which one's funnier?
Good question, I guess. I don't know. But I have been told.
Caleb said Caleb didn't put the pickup lines. We have to redo our pickup lines. Re-say them.
We have to re-say them or rewrite them?
Re-say them. Don't write them.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, mine was something like, wait.
Here, okay, I'll write them. It's gonna take a while.
You like Minecraft, babe? Well, you can be mine.
That's not what you said, right?
No, it's not, but that's my new one.
Well,
well, then I get a bunch.
no, you said something about coming back, roll around the block. Let's go back to your block or something.
Oh, yeah.
How was it? What was it?
It was really good. It was very memorable. I don't know. You're putting me on the spot. I'm gonna cry. Also, look at the scroll back. You don't need me to say it again. Stop being so picky.
Yeah, you can scroll back. It was about like 5 minutes ago, maybe a little
Yeah.
after. I mean, little.
Yeah, you could scroll back. Yeah, you could scroll back.
I'm not gonna type all that out.
Yeah.
Scroll back. You better step up.
I ain't typing all that.
Yeah, we got more important, pressing
Yeah,
things.
no one got time for that. Hey, remember when that funny individual said nobody got time
Ain't
for
nobody
that?
got time for that.
Yeah, isn't it quite humorous that the person spoke with an accent, and when you spell out the accent's DAT? That's pretty funny, right?
Yeah, that's making me laugh in my shorts.
Yeah. Are you Is it making you laugh in your shorts?
Yes.
Sorry, that's fucking dumb.
Silly. Stick, you won in my heart, but the new generation doesn't like minor jokes. Uh-oh.
Oh,
There was a minor joke? Yikes. Never mind, it was Elizabeth's fault. Elizabeth, dot your I's and cross your T's. I can't believe Elizabeth won the challenge. I think people are just biased for the babes.
I think mine was actually very good. So.
Sure.
We're in Babecraft.
We're in Babecraft, guys. Okay, I think I finished the base, so now I can finally start working on this little dragon guy. I probably will not. I'm probably just gonna finish all the bags that are in the first bag.
Wow. Fine. He wasn't even a part of the original request of people to come up with the best line, so you're giving it away to some random person. Fine.
Yeah, he's just giving it to the.
Unbelievable.
Giving out these words right on the spot.
Larnu, we didn't win. Friggin'
Nobody
Stick
won.
No, Stick won.
Nobody in the original deal won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The poll's, which means the poll's over and Elizabeth's illegitimate.
No.
Yep.
I won in the people's heart.
No.
Well, I did.
You didn't put Stick's thing in there. We don't know how they would have voted for Stick.
Because he wasn't a part of the original 3, and I didn't even know. No one even saw his thing, except people in the chat who are actually reading the chat.
Yeah. So.
And we're not reading the chat because we're talking
Illegitimate.
and building.
Illegitimate. Illigy.
Elizabeth, who's the best Smash Bros. Character?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
I'll give you a hint. Someone you could connect with. Hint. Connect. Like. Building.
Minecraft.
Oso says, Caleb, Larnu, and Elizabeth, we plan on making a new world this Friday to celebrate the new update. Will you be joining at least for the first day? I want to.
It would be fun to do
I
that.
really want
Hands
to.
are out of commission.
Yeah, Cage can't.
Yeah.
He's
I can't use mouse and keyboard for extended periods of time, and the time I can spend, I have to spend on working on games.
Yep. He's a hard worker. We're a hard-working boy.
I'm not even joking. I literally
here.
entered it because of being a workaholic.
Yay.
Oh, poor baby boy.
Peter gave us a nice stretch there. Aww. Poor guy woke up. Gosh, this set would make me so much happier if I'm looking at it like I could tell that the blue was perfect Lego blue, but nah, this light blue is not. The dark blue is, and there are a bunch of dark blue bones, which are kind of neat, and ball joints and stuff, so that's cool.
How critical can you get with this thing without burning your bridge on future business opportunities?
Well, I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out, but interestingly, the one that they did send me looks very much like it's almost entirely Lego colors, which is kind of cool. It's the color scheme of it is almost entirely dark gray, black, dark green, a few Mata green pieces, and some trans dark green pieces, which are pretty neat looking. So the one they sent me to promote, is easier for me to say, yes, this works great for matching with popular brand. However I word that. But this other one, I like this what I'm building a lot from this one too. It's got some interesting build techniques in terms of like this big clear Technic stand. I think I can see where like the robot's gonna kind of essentially its butt's gonna be sitting and attached to the stand, and then the dragon is gonna be attached separately. So I think it's gonna look pretty sweet, even though the colors won't match for like say if I tried to take this thing apart for mocks, but I don't know. We'll see. I might just leave it built or maybe sell it or something. Honestly, I think the models look pretty good, all things considered. They're good builds.
Yeah, hopefully they're, from what I've seen, the sets look there. Unfortunately, I don't have the best, like, memory of, like, how they look when completed, so I can't say, you know, so with full certainty from memory. Yeah.
It's like another person.
But from what I remember them looking at, they looked pretty good. Hopefully they do good mech designs. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I hope they keep making those kind of things. Because they've got some neat stuff on the site as it is right now, but yeah, I do hope they lean into more CCBS type pieces or even cooler. It would be cool if they tried emulating more old Bionicle molds for some of their stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, if they did that, it would be pretty sad because, you know, there's more of a rumbling interest in Bionicle stuff, but like now than there was like even when G2 was around, honestly.
Yep.
What's weird is though that so potential side tangent, but I'll make it brief, is that like you get like some really good joint engineering from companies like Bandai now with their like SH Figuarts line and stuff.
Yeah.
But and I was trying to do this last year with a mock, and I remember I was talking to you about it, but I don't know if I've ever talked about this publicly. But it does confuse me with like all the people who do like mock building and stuff that people haven't like tried adapting like SH Figuart joint engineering into like Lego building with like their articulation and such, because it's like you know, the butterfly joints for the shoulders being like two ball joints that are like right next to one another. Gives you like a lot more range. And also like they put their shoulder blades like as like a horizontal hinge, so like if you want to have your character cross their arms, you can actually have your shoulders crunch forward for the arm crossing
That's
action.
nice. Yeah,
So
that's good.
yeah, so it's just like just like grab like because like now what's crazy is that they sell these things regularly like at Walmart and Targets now that just like get the like just like there's like a Goku base mold that they use for like a bunch of different molds for Goku, but it's like referred to as like a SH Figure Arts 2.0 Goku body. Legitimately, I think that all the upper torso parts and it's like only the hip articulation that I'm kind of a little iffy on if anybody. I mean, like how you translate that to Lego, but everything from like torso up, I've not seen anybody adapt that exact articulation into a Lego build, and I think it's entirely doable. I'm just not good enough mocker to actually prove that theory.
I see. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so I give that figure as like a metric out there because it's easily accessible and it has like all the upper torso articulation you ever want in an action figure.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does seem like a neat thing to do conceptually. I found it something interesting that we'll see if maybe I just put angled it wrong or something, but it's got me doing a Lego a connection that Lego probably wouldn't generally do, but it would work, and it's not. It's having me put a Lego stick inside a half bushing. Essentially like a little Technic panel, but the pressure is not it's not sticking on. There's no friction there for this piece, so that's gonna be interesting if there's no other way to secure it. But it will sit in there though because it's going to be on both sides, but it might just be a little floppy.
The real question is a little shit in there.
Yes, probably.
Have we talked about Poop Ceiling and Blacksmith before? No.
I don't know.
This for lore for the chat. At IDS's old job, there was a list of clients, and one of them was named Poopsalinga Blacksmith. And he was like, "This is not a real person." And eventually, one day, the client came into his work, and he's like, "Oh my goodness, Poopsalingam is real. Mr. Laxman exists."
Fantastic. I forgot about that. That's such a good story.
Yeah.
Poopsalingam is a hero and a legend.
It's just crazy that somebody has both the first name Poopsalingam and the last name Laxman.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that they ended up with like that amazing lottery win twice.
Yeah. Are you going to be playing Bomb Rush Cyberpunk with Lizzie, or are you not going to do that?
We haven't committed to anything yet, but it seems like something fun that we'd enjoy.
Yeah,
so.
That's actually what's like the thing I've been wanting to get around to playing, but my hands are just out of commission.
Yeah.
As if I haven't said that a million times, but that's like people have gone crazy with the mods in that game. So there's like a lot to work with. Like if you really wanted to play as Charlie or Broly.
Oh yeah, I saw the Charlie one. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Like I think Gwendolyn, like somebody did a Gwendolyn mod really shortly after the episode came out.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. But I want to play it because like I'm really interested in like platformers that are able to get the momentum going, especially like in 3D. So I want to figure out like how they handle the game, because what I think the game does, from what I can tell from gameplay, is that basically it's like as long as you're performing tricks, you move faster, but if you're not performing tricks, you don't move as fast. So it forces the player to constantly be performing tricks that they wanted to get through the stage as quick as possible. And I like that idea. So I want to see how they implemented that to gameplay, and then I don't know, figure out if I could adopt it into another game, because I don't think Breakbeat is the way Breakbeat is. It's kind of the gameplay is almost kind of already a bit set with how it is. But I would like to do a follow-up platformer game. But I would like to look into seeing if I could adopt a way to have that level, because the way Breakbeat is right now is I think it's a good game, but it's also not I'm trying to aim the game to be something that's a more fun kind of newcomer friendly sort of experience, and not and I don't know, I have a sinking suspicion that while most people like it, there will be a portion of super hardcore I've played every single platformer game everywhere fan that might find the game a little bit too much on the simple side.
Yep.
But I was trying to make something that was again, Kirby was made because a lot of games in its genre weren't too accessible to newcomers and such. So I was trying to go with more of a Kirby design mentality with Breakbeat.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No, yeah. From the early tests I played, it seems like a very fun platformer concept. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Isn't there something else that you're working on in between that?
Yeah. So I have 3 games in progress right now. So I have one guy Leroy the Mess or Le Mess from Newgrounds on Instagram. I'm working with him on trying to get a game going. He has a good art style. So there's that, but I don't want to say too much publicly on that gameplay because I don't know, it's on the off chance that it doesn't work out and production and I have to change some things around. I don't want to say too much publicly on that one.
Sure enough.
The other one though is what I've been building for the past bit is I have a game that's a combination of it's almost like Breakout or it's weird. I'm trying to figure out how to describe it. There's one part Breakout, one part Space Invader, one part Simon, the 70s LC button game. It's you remember the Simon, game that's a frisbee with the colored lights on it, right?
Simon, it's not ringing much of a bell right now.
It's basically kind of like Simon Says. It's here's a disc, has a bunch of color lights on it.
Okay.
It glows red, blue, and you press red, blue, and then it goes red, blue, green, and you press red, blue, green, and it's basically how much can you remember the sequence.
Oh yeah, I played that game.
Oh, okay. Elizabeth
yeah.
knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's it's been around since the 70s. They've been making it for a while. If check a toy aisle or something like that, and you'll be like,
yeah, probably. I'm just tired and not thinking bright.
Yeah, but the idea with this game, basically, the core idea with it is that you have the blocks moving around, and your ball constantly changes color every single time it bounces off a block, and you're supposed to match the color of the ball with the color of the block. And if you get hit, say if you hit the red ball into the red block, then you get points. But if your ball is red and it bounced into a green block, then you get hurt and you lose health in the game.
No.
So I'm doing that. That's the core idea, and I've built it around it. And I've gotten some interesting ideas going with it. It's really close to being as on par with Pinball Breaker Deluxe. Right now it's on par with the original Pinball Breaker, but I want to try to add in a couple features and tinker around with some of the gameplay concepts a bit before I considered it settled. And also there's some game balancing stuff I have to do that, fortunately. The thing is, when you do a game, you do have to sit down and play the same thing for multiple hours on end for a couple days straight, and get really nitpicky about the exact numbers behind the game balancing. I just haven't been able to be in a position where I can sit down and play the game from hours on end. But that variable tuning phase, I compare that very much close to, like, say, like point of music production where you're actually doing like the fine-tuned mixing on
Okay.
music track. Yeah. So basically, there's the part of like getting your main tracks in there, and then there's like basically getting the dials perfect on the track. I almost have all the tracks laid out. It's just getting the dial tuned, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that until my hands get 100%. But I also have like literally all the art to do for the game, and I have literally no idea like what the visual aesthetic and theme of the game is. Like, I don't know if I am going to go with like spaceships in space, or if I'm going to try to make it like a little character.
Gotcha.
The ball could, if I did the game from a top-down perspective, the ball could kind of look like a disc. So I have considered trying to, theme the thing that you're bouncing off the blocks looking like a metro disc, and making it like a little character holding like a metro disc launcher, or making a spaceship themed after the disc launcher.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I'm not completely married to that idea. Like, I've thought about it, I'm just not married to it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Was a bug. Need a
My
bug.
one preference is, it's like, I don't know, I'd rather not do a spaceship because, like, I like mascots in games and such, and you'd be surprised how few indie games people really emphasize their mascot characters, but any game that's really ever blown up has had a strong mascot.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's actually funny, how much people who make games think a lot of times, because a lot of developers lean more on the technical coding side of things and less on the art side of things. They get wrapped up in like game design or like technical polish in a game, to the point where I think they lose sight of like certain things that people look for in the game. And if a game with like a fun little character on it, or a game with a spaceship, it's hard to sell somebody on a game with a spaceship than a game with a goofy little character.
Yeah. No, I get that, and that makes a lot of sense to me. I think that that's a wise thing, to try and focus on mascot characters more than like ships, because I feel like you have to like have a real deep kind of world for people to get real enraptured in the spaceship design type stuff. That's part of why Star Trek has so much lore around all of its ships.
Yeah.
What's another? I mean,
Yeah.
I know
says
some franchises just have kind of a limited number of iconic ones, like Star Wars has its Millennium Falcon, and a few others like Star Destroyers and X-Wings. Doctor Who has its TARDIS.
Yeah. But I mean, like, it's like you got those like iconic props in the series, and it works. But you also have like your iconic characters, working with those franchises too.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's like, I can't, I legitimately, the most iconic, like, say, like, spaceship by itself thing I can think of, I'm really struggling, because it's like...
What, Galaga, maybe?
Maybe, but it's like the Galaga ship is... Yeah, I guess that sprite is kind of like the exception to the rule, really, there. Like, anything else aside from Galaga, I'm drawing a blank here. Closest my brain keeps on circling back is like Star Fox, but Star Fox has all the little characters that you see in the intercoms.
Yep. Which is
that game will probably end up having like the two directions will either be there is a ship, but there's a strong emphasis on the characters piloting the ship, or it will I'll do something closer to like having like a mech robot in space. For the player character instead, because I mean, like, one reason why mechs kind of work is because functionally it's a guy in armor.
Yep, makes sense.
Yeah,
Mechs are cool.
I mean, the human mind is wired to have a level of vanity where humans like looking at other humans.
Whoa, that's deep, dude.
Yeah.
Jim Dunn says, "Can we protest against Callan for ignoring us?"
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. To some degree, it has been nice just being able to build too. Like, I want to build Elizabeth's building. I want to build.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elizabeth has the whole ship basically done. We're here at the end of the line, and I'm fairly close to finishing my little first bag of this thing. I felt. Look at this big old base I built. It's so bulky, but this thing is gonna be kind of big. It's gonna be, even though I paid. Technically, I paid for this as opposed to that, but if I were to have paid for that, I would have paid $15 more for the ghost ship, but probably all from the lights. But the scale of this robot thing is bigger. It's a little bit. It's a little bigger than the ship.
Are you gonna try to do an animation with it?
Maybe I'll throw him in as like a little cameo or something in some kind of sketch, but probably not like any kind of serious ongoing thing now.
You should just like make an entire like 20 episode stop motion series centered around that ship, and that becomes like your main fixture of your channel.
Yeah.
Have you and or Elizabeth seen that video of like the lead singer from Imagine Dragons in the recording studio recording like the hook for the Believer song, and the recording engineer is sitting right next to him and like basically is trying his hardest not to laugh?
No, I've not seen that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's just because like I don't know, just hearing the wake me up without any of the instrumentals sounds so stupid, and like he's going full at it while he's like right next to the engineer, like in the mic. I don't even know why he's not in the proper booth. He's like in the recording engineer room recording that track, and the engineer is just like trying his hardest not to crack up laughing, like hand over mouth.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's a great.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great clip.
Yeah.
I'm waking up.
I can feel it in my bone.
Your bone? No.
Enough to make my system blow.
Welcome to the bone erm.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Yeah, that's one thing that's not fun about some of these Mixel pieces is that they don't like insta break, but they insta stress mark. Which some of them don't, which is nice, but some of them do. And this is there's got to be. Okay, yeah, they do have you put a little blue thing to reinforce it. I was gonna say that's neat. I like this little. It's got like a unique, glowing kind of gem look to it, but yeah, the instant stress marks for some of the joints aren't ideal, but I haven't had one of these Go Bricks pieces break yet, so that's nice for now at least.
Has anybody like had like a knockoff Lego brick brand just called Bricked Up?
Bricked Up?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I wouldn't be probably not, but maybe that's probably gonna happen. That's what you gotta make, man.
Yeah, we do it, and it's going to be like get the official license to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and it's just all a bunch of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, statues of flamboyant men. And it's called Bricked Up, and that's all our company will ever do.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you guys for chilling.
You buy the entire Bionicle IP like Bionicle wanted to do.
Oh, people are asking, hey, Callan, can the boat float? Yeah, Callan, we need to see if the boat floats. We'll test that.
You should take... How expensive is the ship again?
It's $60 USD.
Yeah, you're not Mr. Beast. You can't do that video, even though it would be funny. Just like, I was just saying, you should just try it out to, like, the coast and basically try to get the boat to float in the ocean and just have to crash against the waves and get destroyed.
Oh, that'd be sad. That would be so sad.
Your church has, like, a big green lake, right?
Big green lake?
Yeah,
it does. Yeah, there's a little pond back there. I don't know if they would like that if we did that. Also, We didn't go there, but my grandparents' house has a little pool. So if anything, we were better off doing it there.
You should put Peter on the boat and see if they can hold him.
There you go.
That'd be funny.
You need to start getting more obnoxious with your editing and narration and like getting more it's like in your videos, Caleb.
Yeah, you're right. I gotta start going. Hey, what Cal and OF here? Pew 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 pew.
I just spent 3 days building this epic Lego pirate ship before my son woke up while he slept all 3 days.
My wife took care of him constantly, but I was not gonna be torn away from my JM Bricklayer pirate ship.
While you get more like Mr. Beast, I'll get more like Chris Tyson.
There you go. Oh God. That's a choice.
I like how it took you a second for you to remember.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my.
Actually,
Who would you rather be in a fight with, Chris Tyson or Mike Tyson?
So, even though I know that people call it a hate crime, honestly, I'd rather have a hate crime than have to get in the ring with Mike Tyson. Dude, like, Mike Tyson's bricked up every single time he fights, okay? It's like, that's just, that part's just scary.
Yeah, no, I would, I think it's an obvious answer.
Like, he's the hardest man I've ever seen, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, I actually did try watching a Mr. Beast video for What's My Life, and I got all the way up until the ad read. and then like halfway through it, it's just like when they started selling me stuff, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to watch this anymore.
I feel like that's a big problem with a lot of videos. Is if it's someone that you can't like empathize and immediately connect with. Okay, I guess there's two different kinds of it. Or I guess I should say three kinds. Two kinds that work, one that doesn't. The two kinds that work is one, it's like listening content. If you listen for a while and then they start the ad read, you're kind of like, okay, you know what? I'm doing something right now, so I'll listen to it, whatever. Or maybe I'll skip it, but I'll keep enjoying the guy's content. I get this.
Yeah.
Then there's the other kind where you actually like just genuinely connected with the content, or it's someone that you've already have known about, and they start doing ad reads, and you're like, oh yeah, I like this guy. I'm going to support his ad read. Why not? And then the third one is just like, oh, this is a new thing. I'm going to listen to it. Oh, as soon as, this is okay, I guess. Then as soon as you hear the ad read, you're like, okay, you know what? I'm out. Bye.
Yeah, it was just more so like it just took me out of the video.
Yeah.
And then maybe just go, finish this. This isn't worth it. But
yeah, that's happening.
Yeah, it's like the video I was watching was like the whole entire deal was that he buried himself in a coffin, and he was in the coffin for a whole week before getting buried out of the ground. And yeah, I was like halfway through it, but then I just was like, I couldn't. It's weird because it's like first part of it, it's like okay, this is pretty entertaining, and then it's just like I just got taken out of the video so hard that I just had like this like
yeah, that's happened to me before with certain pieces of content where then you're just kind of like, why am I watch? You know, I don't need to watch this. I'm moving on.
I'll usually though it's interesting because usually my general reaction is I'll finish the video and then like I'll be like I'll literally never watch this channel ever again, or I'll watch it.
Right.
Videos one or the other. But I also use like YouTube a lot for like background noise too.
Yep.
But there was a guy who actually watched recently that like his stuff was usually pretty good, but then there's just like one time where I'm like, this guy just either is really like such a dunce, or he was really struggling for a video this week. One or the other. I legitimately can't figure out what it was, but it was like this guy, his profile picture literally looks like a 13-year-old trying to draw anime but not figuring it out. It looked like the guy just had that profile picture and never updated it. But all the guy's stuff is like face cam things. But I remember the video was him like talking about like talking about like Howie Mandel's like one podcast appearance that made everybody hate him, and I was watching it. I'm like, this guy's just stretching so hard for The whole entire thing. Like, he was like overemphasizing like how awkward and bad this like interaction was basic on this like one other podcast and such, and it's just like he's really stretching. He's really trying to make this like, you know, he's really trying to I don't know, just like it really like some people were calling him out in the video. I think like the most egregious thing he did was to basically help his narrative, was talking about being all, you know, talking about like how Mandel's podcast has shown that he's not the most like sociable or like, you know, as charismatic as you would expect him to be. Was the whole entire stunt of Dana White walking off of his podcast, and the guy was trying to sell it as like basically that Dana White actually walking off his podcast and it not being a bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's weird. I don't know. It's like I don't really have any opinions on Mandel one way or the other, but it was just such a.
I do. Like, he's Gizmo, so he'll always get a pass in my book.
Oh, Gizmo. Anyway.
Shut up.
But I don't. I just like. It's just such a weird video because it's just like. I'm still perturbed by it. You know what? Actually, fuck it. I might actually is linking this video and say listen to it at work and tell me if you think this is the guy trying to just make a topic, or if this guy for some reason really just fucking hates Mandel. I can't figure out which one it is.
All right, yeah, I'm interested. I'll do that. I'll send you my review tomorrow. Yeah. Hey Liz, when you finish the pirate ship, throw it on the ground and destroy it, just to see the reaction of your humble husband. Thanks a lot, Jim Dawn. Good Lord. You guys are really trying to punish me for having a nice time with my friend.
Caleb is not humble.
Thanks. I'm getting it from all sides. I cannot recall. I remember seeing one of Neville. Oh yeah, they're just talking with each other because last night we got up to 18 viewers, Warnu, and now we're sitting at 7 because we're not paying attention to the chat and involving them.
I'm deleting the chat.
I'm deleting. Anyway. Actually, no. I'm ultimately more pleased because I'm having fun building this. The beginnings of this dragon. The arms are cool.
I thought you were going to say I was more pleased because I'm having a good time with my friend Cage.
That too.
Anyway, did you ever see Andy Samberg's Pop Star? Or did it not?
No, I never actually did.
You need to watch it, dude. It's good. I like it.
It's not that I've avoided it. I just don't buy movies and certain is it streaming on either HBO Max or Amazon?
It's like 6 years old now, dude.
Yeah, but I only have HBO Max and Amazon, so.
No. It's if you type in a couple numbers and you write movies, I think you can figure out where to find it.
I suppose.
But whatchamacallit? Popstar is funny, and I think the opening song is literally if it's not the opening song, it's one of the first songs in the movie. Is called "Humble," where it's literally just Andy Samberg's bragging about being so humble. It's the dumbest song ever, but I love that song.
Great.
So when I heard "Humble Husband," I was thinking of that song, and it's like I think like the very first lines is like, by far I am the most humblest at the very top of the humblest. It's just, I don't know. It's stupid. I get it. I think the humor might not be for everybody's sense and taste, but personally, it's like that. It's the dumb humor. The brand of dumb that works for me. It might not have enough slurs for some people, or enough Roxanne Wolf for others, chat of us. But I think I think it's a good time, no alcohol required.
I'm proud of you. That's good to hear.
Dude, is Travis uploaded anything on Instagram recently? I don't use the app anymore. Is he still there?
I think so, but I don't look that intently on Instagram either. I think that a lot of times on his stories, he's just really hitting a bunch of conventions.
Yeah.
With a bunch of goofy people.
Yeah. I'm a goofy goober, rock.
Honestly, I might try and hit the big Orlando convention MegaCon next year.
MegaCon?
MegaCon, yeah. We're joining the alt-right next.
Caleb, you can't make that joke going to Reddit threads trying to get you on stuff.
They don't even want. The thing is, all the Reddit stuff wasn't even about my YouTube channel. That was what was hilarious about it.
Was it just was it like just people assuming Discord activity or something?
It's like all. I mean, well, actually, that's not true. There was the highlights. The highlights. I guess you're right. Yeah, there was.
It was the Xbox One that got you.
I don't think. Yeah, what am I thinking of? Sorry, I'm getting sleepy. My eyes are they're fluttering right now. They're literally fluttering.
Dude, this guy's favorite pony is Fluttershy. Laugh at him with the funny cat emojis.
Samus Prime said, out of the mocks I've seen, some of my favorites are the ones that are made by the YouTuber Wooden Toby. Wow. Well, that sounds cool and exciting and epic. And
I think my favorite mocks were built by Mania Mac.
Yeah.
I think my favorite mocks were...
My favorite mock was the soda cup one.
Okay. I was trying to get you to do the spit take, not me.
It's a good build.
Yeah. But,
Wait, who did he voice in Gakko and Rio again? I forget.
He voiced the Gigantic Nerd, which was a parody of, quote, Giga Bowser from Smash Bros. Melee.
Oh. That's...
Yeah.
What an interesting character to parody.
Yeah. Well, Gakko and Rio was the gamer show.
That's fair.
Dude, honestly, because it's like, my whole entire thing of going to college and what my plan was before COVID happened, like, I was gonna to go work in, like, television animation, and by this point, like, I'd be working on, like, animation pilots, so it'd basically just be, like, cartoon shows that people would probably just be calling Scott Pilgrim knockoffs, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, it's honestly, I should have been doing video games from the start, because, like, every single time I was trying to make a, cartoon or show and stuff, like, my constant, like, filmmaking. The two things I was always trying to do with filmmaking was basically being like, how to make this feel more like a video game. My life is like a video game, as the little swingman bounces. Or how to make, basically, do more animation techniques in live action.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But yeah. You know what? A little side tangent here. Basically spatial continuity and, like, shot staging and basically, like, where people are standing in shots. People get really particular about that in live action, but when you edit stuff together, like, you can really, like, fudge, like, basically, proximity in space, more than, like, most, like, live action only directors really think. Like, I think, I think you've done it before, where, like, you've, like, had, like, a cut with the camera, but then, like, when you change the angle of the shot, you reposition the characters to make it look more flattering, even if the marks are slightly off.
Yeah, I've done that all the time.
Yeah. Like, it's something animators will do all the time. Anybody in chat that's done stop motion has done it. Live action people won't do that. They have to be like, no, they have to be at the same exact spot for continuity. But then if you look at something like, say, like the cinematic, like super attacks and, like, something like Tekken and such, pull up those animations. Watch those animations, and you think, the continuity for these shots work in those cinematic animations. Then watch the same animations with, like, the camera break, like, basically, like, when they, like, it's just, the animation's playing with the camera doing a far shot instead of the camera you used in game. And you'll see that, like, between the cuts, like, they'll reposition the characters and stuff to make it look like that the characters, like, ran, like, much larger of a distance between it and all that. It's hard for me to verbalize with words. But basically what I'm getting at is none of these shots are consistent with one another. However, since there's, like, a lot of movement going on, basically the audience isn't paying attention to, like, the continuity, nor is able to really track the continuity properly, so it doesn't look jarring. It's only jarring when you have, like, a drama sequence and that things are more still, then that's when you gotta worry about continuity. But like, I don't know, proximity and placement and stuff, like, it's harder for, the audience to keep track of it, nor are they paying attention to it.
Right.
And it's interesting because it's just like, I think you can get away with like a lot of that stuff in live action, and it can lead to cooler end results when you're less bound by that sort of like exact continuity directing that like a lot of animation, 3D animation, stop motion particularly, doesn't abide to. But like a live action only director is not going to ever think about that or even go that direction.
That makes sense.
Yeah. There was an example of something too that I wanted to reference here, but unfortunately I blanked on it, so I'm just gonna drop it.
Drop it. Bing,
Yeah. When you sit on the toilet, you say "plop it."
Plop it.
We're not being into poop jokes allegations anytime soon.
Nope. Never gonna happen.
I hope nope. I hope somebody does a plop and grab. Nope. That's bad.
It's not ideal.
Yeah, like, I should probably talk more. The problem is sometimes when you deal with dumb stuff, sometimes you don't realize like how eventful or funny it was until retrospect. And the more I think about my college experience, there's like stories from my like filmmaking time in college that I haven't talked about on stream. I should probably wait when I have actually proper mic recording set up instead of this jank right now. The one thing I will say though, and if we want to elaborate on it, we could do a full elaboration. That's like stream highlight bait. But there was a whole entire group project for like one of like my film classes during my senior year. For during this specific class, throughout the entire semester, the whole entire department basically was supposed to work together basically on a singular film shoot for like a short film sequence where they were given a script. No one wrote it. It was a script that was already written. Actually, it was even a short film. It was a scene from Citizen Kane. Okay? It was the option scene from Citizen Kane. And we were basically supposed to shoot this one sequence. Like, basically, there were people set up to do, like, scene breakdown. People set up to build, basically, a set within a soundstage we had on campus. And basically, people who were responsible for lighting, people who were responsible for camera, etc., right?
Yeah.
Well, one of the guys who was involved with doing the set design for this thing, because, the reason why Kane gets adopted, I forget, his first name in the film, but the reason why Kane gets adopted is because his parents have a, family business, believe it's a hotel, and, they can't provide a good life for their kids, so the bank, adopting the child basically seems like it makes the most sense. At the time. So, to represent the failing business that the parents have, what ended up happening was that one of the guys just decided to grab his real ass bills, his actual bills, like his credit card statements, and then certain things that he needed to actually pay, like certain tax paper stuff, and use that as props for the actual set. But the thing is, it was sitting here for a whole semester, and when asking around campus, people were like, I'm not sure if he ever got back his papers properly.
Oh, wow.
But he used his real tax form papers as props for this just shoot, just littered everywhere. I'm like, that's way too much personal information to be sharing. And this guy's in. It's it's not even a question on how bad the bills were. Just this guy's lifestyle, the way he was. It's you look at this guy and you heard the guy talking, just okay, this guy's obviously in debt. So that's not even the big deal. But at the same time, it's just there's I could have probably found this guy's social security information with the paperwork that was around there. In fact, I even edited the sequence and such, for the class and such. I could probably pause it and rewind to a frame that actually has a social in there somewhere.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Fakes.
Yeah. But that guy also stream, Caleb?
Real stream? This is a real stream.
I mean, like, with IDS and everything. Like, when it's just the boys. The boys stream. Remind me of Casey. I will talk about Casey on stream. Casey has, like, a treasure trove of stories, and you'll find them funny.
Amazing. Talk about Casey.
I'm talking about, like, him being a creepy stalker on campus. I'm talking about him having a dud first date at IHOP. I'm talking about him not replacing the tires on his car. Casey. That name.
Yep.
Ask me about Casey. I got stories about Casey.
Alright.
Yeah.
I will. And Takua the Chronicler will come and join me.
Perfect. While you rap ferociously, he will be edging.
Nasty. Well, Elizabeth is doing the very fun part of this final act of the ship build of like tying all of the little strings together to facilitate like all the lines that need to be held for pulling up the sails and all that.
I don't think you're a very supporting husband.
Huh?
I don't think you're a very supporting husband.
Oh.
Yeah, you should be helping her.
Are you okay, Elizabeth? Are you upset that I'm leaving?
No, I'm good.
She's having fun with it, so shut up, Cage. You don't know what you talk about.
You should
No
play
way,
it up.
Takua the Chronicler looks very fun. Yeah, she's getting very technical with it. But I think we should probably end in the next like 3-4 minutes, because I found a good stopping point with my stupid build, and the ship is basically done. We just got to put the sail on, and how cool! We got to keep the sail. We got to save the final reveal of how it'll look with the sails for the review.
Hey, remember that song from like the 2010s that would go like sail, sail.
That does sound familiar. Also, Sentimus Prime said, "Hey, Cal, read us, please." I'm reading you for the very end. Those who are loyal and enjoyed all of our fun chat with Lorna.
Honest, who found a boyfriend for a girl.
Good night, Elizabeth and everyone. Wait, why not Callan and Lorna? What the heck, Oso? Why does Elizabeth get name dropped?
Oso is Mr. Studio Girl. Oh, remember that meme from Vine? Elizabeth knows she watches Vine.
Wait, can you repeat that?
The Vine.
I just was saying that Oso is doing the Mr. Steal Your Girl Vine.
Ah, that's a good one.
Steal your girl.
Steal your girl.
Nasty. You Viners.
You were in the cave looking for diamonds. That's funny. I was in the cave looking for Viners. I hope the emphasis on the B sound came through on the microphone.
Nope, it sounded like minors, dude. You're canceled.
Yeah. Hey, I was quoting Mr. Steal Your Girl, also known as Mr. Girl.
Sure you were.
Why is nobody edited the song just to be Mr. Girl instead of Mr. Steal Your Girl?
I don't know, man. But it keeps me up at night. Wait, did they slap the J.M. Bricklayer on this instruction booklet? Is this not a...
That's funny.
That's funny.
Is there
It's
logo
got a
anywhere
sticker,
in
look
the,
at it.
Is the logo anywhere in the book, like on the inside or something?
Let's see.
Yeah,
No, it doesn't look like it. I think that one is a J.M. Bricklayer
That's funny.
original. If you look into that booklet,
Yeah.
I think you will
this
see
one
the
is.
logo. Because if you look at this one too, the instructions, they went very much more Lego style with the instructions. This went a little, like, Lego doesn't usually break into like catalog looking instruction book layers, steps on a single page. So clearly they're like facilitating stuff for certain. For ultimately, it's all built around the Go Bricks brand. So getting some of these knockoff brick separators are fun. Humorously, the J.M. Bricklayer one is actually more unique and not Lego-y.
It is very humorous.
but it actually is better. Oh, so look at guys. Reminder: look at this brick separator. It actually doesn't it look thinner and more useful than
Is
the
that its
standard?
dick?
Is that its thing? Oh, you're stupid.
Okay, I'm gonna hop off now, but quick question before I leave, okay?
Yeah.
On a scale from 1 to 10, I want both of you and Elizabeth's opinion. The phrase kissing cousins, how inherently funny is it?
Kissing cousins?
Yeah.
It's crap. Come on, we need a better ending for the stream.
No, I'm
We
just
got
asking, like, do you think that phrase is inherently funny?
No,
Really? Okay, explain why it's not funny. Explain to me why it's not funny.
cousin's not a funny word.
Excuse me, but if you have to explain a joke, it's not funny. Oh, wait, I backfired that one. Fuck! I proved that joke wasn't funny.
I'm sorry. Kill yourself.
I backfired it on me, oh no.
I'm sorry. I accidentally entered it.